Hello guys, welcome back to Job Studies Met Fun. Today we're going to start with our new segment where we're going to emphasize on important topics that we need to know for our exam. So let us start with our first subject, that is biochemistry, and under biochemistry let us talk about water soluble vitamins. Okay, so over here guys, we're going to talk about the vitamins, the various deficiencies that they have, and also what are the different tests that I can do to find out these deficiencies. Okay, the very first vitamin that we're going to talk about is going to be our vitamin B1, that is our thiamine. Okay, and what are the deficiencies guys? This causes wet beriberi and dry beriberi. What you need to know over here guys, that wet beriberi will have a CVS involvement, whereas our dry beriberi is going to involve our nerves. How am I going to remember guys? खून किधर जाता है? Where is our blood flow? That is basically our heart is filled with blood, right? So that is how I'll remember it ki CVS involvement is wet, okay? Whereas dry beriberi, that is going to involve our nerves. Okay? Next guys, how am I going to remember the test? The test that I'll be doing for vitamin B1 deficiency, that is thiamine deficiency guys, is going to be an RBC transketolase. Okay? And how am I going to remember this? Either TRS or T for transketolase and T for thiamine deficiency. Okay? This is also a PYQ. You guys need to remember this. Okay? Another very important topic and our very nice, you must have pakka solved this question, that is our about Wernicke's encephalopathy. The question is from something like, there is a chronic alcoholic who comes to our emergency room, okay, presenting with global confusion, ophthalmoplegia, ataxia, right? So what is our diagnosis guys? That is going to be Wernicke's encephalopathy. Okay, so let us fill in over here. What is G? What is the mnemonic that I'll be using to remember Wernicke's encephalopathy? That is going to be GOAT. That is going to be GOAT. Okay, so what is it? That is global confusion. Okay, global confusion, ophthalmoplegia, okay, and ataxia. This is ataxia. Okay, ataxia guys is basically that there is a loss of our muscle control. Ophthalmoplegia is basically paralysis of your eye muscles, right? And the patient also will come with global confusion. Okay, what does T over here stand for guys? T over here will stand for thiamine deficiency. T over here will stand for thiamine deficiency. Okay, so that is how I'm going to remember Wernicke's encephalopathy. Now, agar we're talking about Wernicke's encephalopathy, we'll obviously talk about Korsakoff syndrome as well. Korsakoff syndrome, guys, it will have all our GOA features, but along with that, guys, it will also show RAC features. Okay, so how am I going to remember the additional symptoms of Korsakoff, guys? That is going to be using the mnemonic RAC. Okay, what does R over here stand for? That is your retrograde amnesia. Okay, your retrograde amnesia, meaning this patient will not remember anything from the past. Okay, मतलब पीछे का सब भूल गया वो. That is basically retrograde amnesia. ठीक है. A over here guys will stand for anterograde amnesia. मतलब उसको आगे का कुछ नहीं याद रहेगा. He will not remember anything from whatever is going to happen or whatever is happening. Okay, so that is your anterograde amnesia. ठीक है. Over here C stands for confabulation. Okay, and K over here will stand for our syndrome, that is your Korsakoff syndrome. Okay, this is what you need to remember for Korsakoff syndrome. Okay, how will I differentiate guys? If the patient is only showing me GOA symptoms, I'm going to make my diagnosis as Wernicke's encephalopathy. But if this patient is showing me any of my RAC symptoms, I'm going to diagnose my patient as Korsakoff syndrome. Another important PYQ guys is with regards to our Wernicke's encephalopathy. Now we know Wernicke's encephalopathy will basically, this patient is coming with thiamine deficiency. So obviously with common sense, I am going to say ki, this patient should be given thiamine. But how our PYQs are formed guys, that if are we going to give glucose first or are we going to give thiamine first? Very, very important guys, you need to know this, and this is a PYQ, that if there is a patient with Wernicke's encephalopathy, the very first thing that you will be giving is you will be given thiamine. First, you will always give this patient thiamine, okay, which is later on followed by glucose. Okay, which is later on followed by glucose. And what is the logic over here guys? It's basically that without thiamine, glucose cannot be utilized. That is why in patients with Wernicke's encephalopathy, our first treatment will be giving thiamine and that will be followed by glucose. Okay, this is a very important PYQ, don't mess this up. Okay, next guys, that is our vitamin B B2, that is our riboflavin. Okay, now with ribo, how am I going to remember every deficiency that it carries, guys? Ribo-rubro. Okay, means it has something to do with red color, right? So what are the different deficiencies, guys? This will cause red tongue. Red tongue is also called as glossitis. It is also called as glossitis. It will also cause angular cheilitis, guys. That is, you can see dryness or flaking of the angles of your lips. This is our angular cheilitis. Okay, and very important, this was a PYQ, guys, that riboflavin deficiency will cause corneal neovascularization. Okay, neovascularization. This is what you need to know. Okay, and what is the test, guys, that I will do to find this deficiency? That is going to be our glutathione reductase. Okay, glutathione reductase. How am I going to remember this, guys? Riboflavin. So remember, we can write reductase as RI, reductase. Okay, so reductase. So glutathione reductase is the test that I'll be doing for riboflavin. So everything sounds a little similar. Reductase, riboflavin, rubro, something to do with red. So that is how I'm going to remember its deficiencies as well. Okay. Next, another very important PYQ, guys, that is going to be our vitamin B3 deficiency. That is our niacin deficiency, guys. Niacin deficiency, guys, will cause this you must have seen this in derma PYQs, in medicine PYQs as well, right? So this is our Castle's necklace. This is our Castle's necklace, right? And where do I see this, guys? I will see this in Pellagra. I will see this in Pellagra. Another PYQ that you need to know regarding Pellagra, guys, is going to be the 4 Ds. What are the 4 Ds, guys? This is also a PYQ, okay? So don't mess this up. That is going to be diarrhea, dementia, dermatitis, and in the end, death. Okay, so these are the 4 Ds that we will see in Pellagra. Okay, next, another important question, guys. Niacin is synthesized from, very important, niacin is synthesized from tryptophan. It is synthesized from tryptophan. How am I going to remember this, guys? B3. Basically, this is tri. So how am I going to remember this? Tryptophan, right? I can remember this as tryptophan. Tryptophan B3. So remember, it is synthesized from tryptophan. What else is synthesized from tryptophan, guys? These are also PYQs. Another thing that you need to remember is serotonin, right? And also our melatonin, even melatonin. How am I going to remember this, guys? Remember, over here, you can see this over here, tryptophan, serotonin, melatonin. So you can see to everywhere. So serotonin, melatonin is also synthesized from tryptophan. Another PYQ that we can remember with helps to serotonin, guys, that what serotonin is also a tumor marker. For which tumor, guys? It is for a neuroendocrine tumor. And what is that neuroendocrine tumor, guys? That is our carcinoid. Our carcinoid tumor, guys. You will see in the question that they will say that the tumor marker, or they will tell you that there are increased levels of serotonin. So where will I see increased levels of serotonin, guys? I will see that in carcinoid tumor, which is basically a neuroendocrine tumor. Okay, so remember, this is the tumor marker. Okay, so we have solved this PYQ also. Here and there we'll keep solving something with the other, right? Next, let us move on to our next vitamin, that is our B5, that is our pantothenic acid. Pantothenic acid, guys, this will cause burning feet. How am I going to remember this? Whenever you are wearing your pants, what is the first thing that you put in? That is your feet, right? So pantothenic acid and your burning feet. Okay, that is how you can remember this. Next, guys, is our vitamin B6. B6 is pyridoxine, okay? And one important PYQ that you need to remember with respect to pyridoxine, guys, that is which is the anti-tubercular drug, okay, that decreases our B6 activity, okay? And if there is a decrease in our B6 activity, guys, this causes peripheral neuritis. So which is an anti-tubercular drug, guys? That is going to be your isoniazid. Okay, that is isoniazid. Okay, that is how you'll remember it. How am I going to remember it? Is isoniazid that is causing pyridoxine deficiency. You can see multiple I's, the letter I. Okay, pyridoxine, right? So isoniazid, that is one way of remembering it. Okay, so these are basically various newbie tricks, but I hope it will help you in your exam. Okay, next, let us move on to our next vitamin, that is our B7, our biotin. Okay, what you need to know about biotin, guys, that biotin is a protein. Like proteins are protein bound biotins. Okay, they can help in in basically carrying our carbon dioxide. And what is this reaction, guys, called as? This is called as carboxylation. This is called as carboxylation. So now we know that biotin helps in a process called as carboxylation. So if there is a deficiency, that is a multiple carboxylase deficiency, what is the treatment I can give, guys? I can give biotin. I can give biotin. Easy. So now that I know कि biotin is needed for carboxylation, so by hook or crook I will remember कि हाँ, in multiple carboxylase deficiency I will be giving B7. ठीक है. Next, another PYQ, guys, that what is that one thing that is present in raw egg that decreases the absorption of my B7, guys? That is your avidin. That is your avidin. Avidin is present in raw egg whites, which will basically decrease our biotin absorption. ठीक है. Next, let us move on to our B9, that is our folic acid. Okay, what you need to know, guys, that folate is present in mostly in our green vegetables, okay, in our leafy vegetables. Okay, so that is one point that you need to remember. Next, so obviously a person who's too much into junk food and all, जो green vegetables खाता ही नहीं है, what deficiency will he have, guys? By logic that we have just understood, he's going to have B9 deficiency. ठीक है. Over here, guys, what is our important PYQ? That is this. What is the test that I will do for B9 deficiency, guys? That is going to be FIGLU. That is going to be FIGLU. How will I remember this, guys? That F से FIGLU आ गया and F से अपना folic acid आ गया. ठीक है. FIGLU and folic acid. ठीक है. Next, very important, guys, is our B12. Okay, B12 is our cobalamin. Okay, so guys, this is I'm pretty sure by now you must have solved this question also, guys. B12 deficiency is seen in, very good, it is seen in strict vegetarians. Okay, it is seen in strict vegetarians. Okay, so how will this question come, guys? This question will come as in, like, there is a 12-year-old girl, okay, who's a strict vegetarian. You see this question and आँख बंद करके what will you mark it as? You will mark it as अपना megaloblastic anemia. Vitamin B12 deficiency, guys, will cause it as, meaning there is more also to that question, but I'm giving you like a rough hint kind of a thing. Okay, that what is that? Because see, guys, there are going to be a lot of topics, a lot of things you need to find as a important hints, and this is what we are going to help you with, right? So if there is vitamin B12 deficiency, guys, what anemia does it cause? It causes megaloblastic anemia. Okay, now you must be wondering what is the function of our B12, guys. B12 helps in myelination. So if there is B12 deficiency, guys, in myelination hoga nahi zyada, hai na? So next thing that you will see in medicine also, guys, that B12 deficiency will also cause subacute combined demyelination of spinal cord. Okay, B12 deficiency, guys, which we will also see in ophtha, it causes central scotoma secondary to nutritional optic neuropathy. Okay, so these are the various diseases or deficiencies that B12 causes. Okay, next, what is the test, guys, that I will be doing for checking my B12 deficiency? That is, I'm going to test for methylcobalamin, and what will it show me, guys? It will show me increase in our methylmalonic acid. Okay, next, our vitamin C. Vitamin C, guys, is our ascorbic acid. We all already know that it is not synthesized in our body. That is why we have to take supplements of it, right? We keep on telling our patients take vitamin C supplements, right? So this is also one of the reasons, right? Next, what is this PYQ, guys? This is also seen in our derma questions, right? This is our perifollicular hemorrhage. What is it? This is our perifollicular hemorrhage. What is this, guys? This gum bleeding. Again, guys, this is because of vitamin C deficiency. Gum bleeding. Okay, gum bleeding. Next, guys, another thing that we will see in radio and in ortho as well, guys, this is our scurvy. Scurvy also is due to, scurvy, right? Scurvy, guys, is also due to vitamin C deficiency. How am I going to know that this is scurvy, guys? You will see these ring patterns. Okay, what do I call this as, guys? This is called as a Wimberger ring. Wimberger ring is a ring that we will see in patients with scurvy. Okay, so this is all for today. See you guys in the next lecture. Thank you so much.